What's up, nerds? Welcome to the Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, 500 million health tournament. I'm excited to take you on an epic journey through this intriguing game. In this series, we have 32 same unit teams, each with a total of 500 million health points for every match. This series is brought to you by Aldi's, the grocery store where I can afford to shop. Round 19 had 2-to-1 odds against the Roman generals, but they surprisingly prevailed against the soldier shotguns. Their armor stood solid and bounced the gunfire back at the soldiers. Today, we have a thrilling matchup in store for you in round 20. It's going to be 1 million catapults versus 10,000 stationary artillery totaling 1,010,000 units on the field. It is a battle of the ages. Old age versus new age. Will falling rocks stand the test of time and conquer the modern exploding shells? Who will emerge victorious? Let's go live and find out.
Hello. Welcome, first-time caller, welcome back. Long-time listener. This is Not Good Enough Gaming. Oh man, I am Andy, your host to this crazy tournament we have going on here. I apologize if you're watching live. It's a little behind schedule, but that's totally fine. But then of course what happens? There's like a 6 gigabyte update to the game. So here we are. So this is round 20. Very exciting. We will see what happens here. Holy crap. So we have the catapults, 1 million of them, and we have 10,000 stationary artillery guns way out in the distance. We'll see what happens. We're probably going to have a redemption round as usual. But, yeah, I got an idea for that, too. So, without further ado, official round of 21 million catapults, 10,000 stationary artillery guns. On 3, 1, 2, go! And they're off. So this battlefield, I know I've mentioned that it is a big field, but it's actually 10.41 kilometers square. It's massive. And as you can see, these catapults pretty much take up a big chunk of the field. So usually I've been doing the battles like in the center of this arena. However, the catapults were taking up so much space, so I pushed all these guys all the way down there. But anyway, this is going to be interesting. Now, I can't remember if the catapult unit has a little bit longer range than the stationary gun. But, the stationary gun obviously is like modern technology, so it's a lot more impactful. Has explosions or splash damage, as you saw in the intro. But, anything is freaking possible. We got 1 million versus 10,000. Let's see what's going to happen, because goddamn. Anything's possible in this game. But yes, if you have been following along from day 1 or round 1 in this tournament, oh my goodness. We have 31 rounds to go total for this tournament. We're on round 20. So this is very exciting. We are coming up to the really big matches, so this is exciting. My goodness. I know this is a big field, but I think I separated them way too far. But anyway, it's fine. So we have the stationary guns. I don't know if you guys saw it in the last round that they did. They fought 3.3 million footmen. They got destroyed. Oh, are they moving? They're getting ready. They're taking aim. The catapults destroyed 3.3 million Egyptian spearmen their last go around. So we'll see what happens. The stationary artillery guns, they are the only ones that actually don't move in this tournament. Everybody else runs around. Everybody else moves. But these are the only units that don't move. Fun fact. Now, if you remember last time or the time before that, I was talking about how this game has abilities to do some modding. Well, it's coming out with some cool stuff. I'm still figuring it out. I haven't been able to put a lot of time into it, but they're still working the kinks out too. So this can get pretty interesting. I saw something about like a Terminator, one of those T2 Terminators. I saw something about there were some stormtroopers, of course. Whole bunch of different type of characters. As far as I know, that they at the time it was only humanoid characters that they could do. But anyway, can do a whole bunch. So we are about to get some contact. Just don't know who's gonna shoot first. Is it the catapults or is it gonna be the artillery guns? Once again, 10,000 artillery guns versus 1 million catapults. Who's gonna win? Artillery guns, shoot first. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, it makes sense, right? I'm not crazy, am I? Woof. They're getting wrecked. Oh, this is crazy. Yep, so they... I just don't remember their range. I don't think they can shoot that far. The catapults is what I'm talking about. Oh, so they're launching theirs. Oh, man. This is crazy. Holy crap. Whoa! Oh, that's insane. Oh my god. It was like an airstrike, just wiped them all out. So, coming up on 1,000 kills for the stationary guns. These catapults, fascinating. Why aren't you guys shooting? They're getting so close. Interesting strategy. Let's see if it pays out. And the catapults have launched their volleys. Oh, the stationary guns were just taunting them. They were waiting to see what they could do. Good lord. So, if I also remember right, the stationary guns and the catapults have the same health, except that the guns do 5 times the damage. So that's the difference. Oof. I mean, when you do massive volleys like that, you're just gonna make a massive hole. Oh my god. That cleaned him up. Good lord. Alright, we're coming up on... Wow, over 200 kills for the catapults. I'm telling you what, if they get close enough, they got the numbers. They might be able to make this work. But they gotta do it fast though. Because these stationary guns, they keep on doing their volleys or even the single off shots like that, you know, over and over again from all the different guns. You know, they can easily just, wipe them all out. But the catapults have got to get up fast enough. Just like that, they just keep on spraying it like that. But one round from the stationary gun can easily like take out 2 or 3 of the catapults. Beep beep ping 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 ping. Boom. Alright, we are coming up on 10 minutes into the match. 1,100 kills on the catapult side and 5,400 guns kills on the gun side. Good lord. Holy crap. So they could easily wipe them out. I think they're just playing with them. Jeez. Okay. 6,100 kills. Okay, overkill. 6,500 kills. So there's 8,400 guns remaining and 968,000 catapults. Oh yeah, if you just do massive volleys, just keep on shooting into the distance, you're gonna knock out, targets. Oh, looks like the catapults are able to use this hill to their advantage. They get in close enough, they could start launching over this hill, which it looks like they are doing. Use the hill as cover. Get some lucky shots off by the guns and take out 5 at a time. Oof. Good night. Let's do bullet time. Oh, jeez. I mean, the guns just got to keep on doing this. They have enough. They have enough guns that, the guns in the back can continue doing that. Like they're doing over here. What beauty. I mean, utter destruction. Whew. So the guns can definitely win it, but they are losing quite a bit. You know, they lost like what, 20-30% of their troops. That's all they need to keep on doing. Just all those volleys. Now, if you're just tuning in, this is round 20 of this 500 million health point tournament. We get the catapults versus the stationary artillery guns. We got 1 million catapults and 10,000 stationary guns. This is an interesting match. Because as I was mentioning earlier, the stationary guns are the only units in this tournament that do not move. Everybody else can run around, roll around, what have you. So it's an interesting tactic. All they gotta do is just wait for them to get close enough to annihilate. The catapults have the same health as the stationary guns, but the guns pack 5 times the damage. So one shot can easily like knock out, 2 or 3 easily. But that's fine because there's a lot of catapults. So we are coming up on 5,000 guns remaining. That means that they have used up half of their troops. They're down to 50%. The catapults, they still got a lot. They've lost 15,000, but they have 928,000 remaining. So, I mean, it's looking good for the catapults. I think they're going to win it just on their sheer numbers. But what an interesting matchup. See, it's interesting. See, the catapults have more of a volley than the stationary guns. I mean, obviously, the guns have a lot more range. But because the catapults have like a volley going, they don't like slam into the ground as often as these guns are. You know, they might shoot and then it slams into the ground like that because of this hill. So the catapults can use this to their advantage. And I believe they are doing just that. Just like over here. This is crazy. And there's more volleys. Oof. I mean, if all the guns in the back would just keep on shooting like that, just shoot up, up and over. They're almost going to be 100% success hit. And these guns over here, oof. fascinating that they launch all the way out there, yet they don't do that at the catapults that are right here, you know? Because as you see right now, they can clearly do that. Interesting. I wonder. Because if you're not familiar with this game, there's different modes that you can have your characters in. So, if I remember right, there's at least two. There's one that's attack, and that's the one that I have been using for this tournament. And then there's another one that I believe is defense. I wonder if these stationary guns put in defense mode, they'd be more like independently, active versus it looks like it's a hive mind situation where they all aim at one or, split it, between two or something like that. Yeah, I'm just curious. Be interesting to find that out. But we are coming up on dwindling numbers for the stationary guns. We are at 1,000 left. They have lost 90% of their force. And they have only knocked out 21,000 catapults out of 1,000,000. Not looking good. Even with constant volleys like that, there's just too many of them. Yep. Dwindling. Well, they definitely did give it a good run. They're down to 200. Drastically surrounded. $93. Down to 5. Catapults won. Woo. Congratulations. Ooh, that was a little loud in my ear, but that is fine. Congratulations, Catapults. You have won. Let's see. So, let's go here. Let's add something. Give me 1 second. I'm not 100% prepared. So we have we have a redemption round that I would like to do. Hold on 1 second. 1 second here. Trying to find it. Gonna go to my number cruncher. Okay, so. Alright, there we are. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take this and I'm going to cut you in half. 500,000. Let's have you at still 10,000. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna, and I did a random number generator to pick out this opposing team, so the third faction. And what I'm gonna do is, okay, where are they? Nope. Eval. Nope. You must be fantasy. Orc. So team 3. Let's see if that that works. Okay. Attack, hold, guard. Units attack only if threat is spotted. Hold. Units will hold position at all costs. Let's go with guard. Okay, so fantasy. Let's see. Orcs. You are going to be... Let's split you up into 2 big groups. And what I'm doing here... so those are the catapults. Oof. Oh, they're so big. Alright, so team 3, we're gonna do team 3. We'll do you here. So we'll kind of do like a little triangle type situation. So we still get the stationary guns. And let's bring them in closer, huh? And then we'll do 2 and 2. Lovely. Let's see what happens. So now, technically, the so the way that I got these numbers is as follows. Gameplay. Wait for it. Wait for it. My computer may or may not explode tonight, folks. Let's see, we are crawling along here. Okay, so the way that I picked out those numbers, it's all math. It is the accumulation of the 2 other teams, just kind of split based on the other particular character. In this case, the orcs. So let's see what happens. So if that makes sense. So it's based on the Team 1 and Team 2, which catapults and the stationary guns. Like their numbers, I think it's based on their health. So like the accumulation of their health with the number of the orcs, based on their individual health, will then give us the number for however many that need to be on the field, which apparently is 1,442,858 orcs on the field. We have 10,000 stationary guns, and 500,000 catapults. So let's see how they do with the redemption round. Okay, on three, 1, 2, 3, go. So this should be interesting. That portion of the orcs clearly broke in half into two different sections. One's going towards the guns, one is going towards the catapults. Probably the same over here. Yep. That's happening as well. Oh my. So the guns are destroying the orcs. But that's fine. There's a lot of them. Let's see here. So, and also, we'll see how it goes. So the guns are in that different mode that I was mentioning. They are in the guard mode. And let's see. So these are the orcs coming up. Blech. And there they go. And everyone has lost units. So we have lots of kills on Team 1, lots of kills on Team 2, and also on Team 3. Good night. Okay, so the stationary guns probably could clean up the orcs. There's just so many. So many of them and so many guns too. Fascinating. Okay, so the catapults are still making their way across. I did bring them closer, but the orcs are slowing at least the corners down. And the orcs are starting to make their flanking maneuver around ever so slightly. Oh, man. Oh, God. It's just the same. Oh, man. They are getting blasted into the sky. I mean, we are dealing with falling orcs pretty high up. You guys just got destroyed. Oh my. Okay, so we got constant fire going on over there. Let's see here. Such a big, big map. See how the orcs and the catapults are faring. Whoa, looks like 2 of the stationary guns have been destroyed. And again, I wish there was commas in these numbers. We're doing with all these big numbers here. Okay, so we got the orcs over here. So this catapults are making their way, and it looks like they're gonna hit the orcs before they hit the stationary guns. Fascinating. What is going on here? Okay, so now we have some non-explosive entertainment. Well, I take that back. This is pretty explosive. Just no gunpowder included. Constant barrage of all of these boulders. Oof. But these orcs are able to take out these catapults. They just keep coming. Good night. You and me both, brother. Alright, so we are coming up on 50,000 orcs remaining total. Still about 10,000 of the guns. Only 11 have fallen. And still a lot of the catapults. So, if anything, the orcs are just getting in the way of the catapults. But, you know, the orcs, they have killed 3,800, which is kind of sad since they had like 1.4 million. But you know, when they are not ranged, the other two teams are. I mean, sure, that makes sense. But good lord, there's look. This looks like a scene from like an army movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at all the reinforcements in the back. You know, they got like their movements going on. Like, that is something else. So we have 30 left of the orcs. And I have no idea where they're at. 2 left. Crazy. Oh man, and the catapults are just slipping and sliding all over the orcs. How disgraceful. I bet that's the catapult version of teabagging, if you know what I mean. So, somewhere there are 2 orcs left. Now there's 1. Okay, and Team 3 has been eliminated. The orcs are no longer in the game. Let's see. So, all the way over here. Oh, good lord. I'm so far away from the guns. Let's see. So, the orcs lasted about 7.5 minutes in the match. That's not bad. I mean, when you're dealing with, like, thousands of catapults and thousands of stationary guns, I mean, that's not much you can do. It's just going to be cannon fodder, basically. Alright. Making our way over here. So this is the section of the catapults that were not interfered with or interfered by the orcs. So they were able to make their happy little way over here to the stationary guns. And here we go again. Yeah, just keep on launching. So this time they the catapults they have half the numbers. So they're coming in to the match or to this portion of the battle with 400 and it was about 494,000. Good lord. And their numbers are probably going to start dropping faster now. But so are the stationary guns. So They have 9,900 left. So now they're at 99% force. Boom. Well, that did it. It's crazy. Just waiting for a big old barrage again. Oh, there it goes. So we got catapults all over the match now. Or all over the map. So because of the orcs, that caused the catapults to spread throughout the map. Let's see, where are they? So they are there, and then they are also over there. Okay. And of course, a whole sea of catapults as well. Crazy. Alright, so now they're down 10%. So they're at 90% force. 9,000 guns are remaining. And we still have 490,000 of the catapults. So through all of this, they've only lost 10,000. So this redemption round, they're coming up to 12.5 minutes. I mean, still, I'm trying to think. Am I seeing more of a difference between the controlling of the guns? I mean, they're still doing barrages like that. I don't know. Have you guys seen a difference? I don't think I have. I mean, they're still doing huge barrages like that. And yet, there's two small catapults. Well, yeah, there's catapults, a handful of them. Alright, some of those guns are like actually aiming at those, but then there's two catapults. Okay, boom, they blew up. I don't know. So they're constantly aiming over there, yet you know, all of these have snuck up on them. Fascinating. Coming up on 14 minutes. That's why they can't see them. Let alone shoot them. Yep, and there you go. So the catapults are able to use the terrain to their advantage. Coming up on 8,300 left. 484,000 catapults. They're making it rain. 8,100. Excuse me. 8,100 remaining for the guns. 475,000 of the catapults. Yeah. I mean, I'd just be launching here. Because you kind of need to see who you're aiming at. Ugh. Well, if these guns keep on doing that, hold these guys off. But, oh man. The catapults are just getting close enough to get their shots off. And the guns are at 72%, 71%. The troops, or the catapults, they have 460,000 remaining. So many. Where are you shooting at? Alright, the guns are at almost 60%. 449,000 catapults remaining. They are slowly chipping away. Even at half the force of what they were before, still doesn't make a difference. Nice. Alright, so we're coming up on the 19-minute mark. Stationary guns are at 53%. Catapults 440,000 remaining. Kaboom. It's always interesting, watching these big guns, with the different the crossfire, going on. It's like a whole bunch shooting this way, then shooting across. It's kind of neat. Pew 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 pew. Let's see what it's like from the middle of the field. Stationary guns at 39%. We have 423,000 of the catapults. I mean, I would just be so pissed if I make my way all the way across the desert just to get blown up from this distance. Kaboom. Kaboom. Stationary guns at 28%, and the catapults 406,000. Think they won again. They're 2 for 2. Yeah, I really do think what they are, their mishap here is not aiming at the closest units. You know, they were probably, you know, I understand with the terrain and whatnot, but they could still, you know, do like they just did there. You know, aim so close, as close as they can, you know, towards like this huge line right here. Stationary guns at 16%. 391,000 of the catapults are left. They're moving right along. Alright, stationary guns. 10%. They have 1,000 left. This is it. So, yep, just like earlier, first round. So stationary guns are surrounded with the half moon shape. And for some reason, all those guys back there are getting shot, but not these ones down here. I mean, come on. They're just showing off by the range ability that they have. Maybe it's a handicap for these particular characters. Maybe they, or character. Maybe they're just too close where they can't shoot them, aim at them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in charge. There are decisions. And the massive sea of catapults will win again. Yep, they get close enough and then they just make it rain rocks. 80 left. 60 left. 50. 40. Pew 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 pew. 10. Boom boom boom. And the catapults win again. 2 for 2. That was fun. Alrighty. Well, that was something else, huh? How did I say it? It was old tech versus new tech. Yeah, that was something else. I think they won just by sheer numbers. But I mean those stationary guns certainly did pack a punch. You know, once they actually do make the contact. But because of just the sheer numbers of the catapults, I mean they definitely won because of that. Well, anyway, that was fun. That was a conclusion of round 20. So if you're not watching live, again, if you are watching live, I apologize for starting a little bit later, but you know what? I'm human. But Friday nights, I try to stream Friday nights at 10 p.m. Live on Twitch. The next day or so, I do upload to YouTube, where you can watch all the other vids that I have there, all the rest of the previous rounds of this silly tournament that I am putting on. I do have a Facebook. I'm never on it. Message me anyway. I'll reply if I get a message. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Those are all things that I am not on. This is not good enough gaming. I appreciate it for spending some time with me. I'll see you next time. Later.
This is not good enough gaming. You know the drill. Smash that like button, tickle the little bell icon, and share this like it's the next viral video.